Hi everybody. All right, I'm just gonna get right into it. I live near a town called New Carlisle. It's a small, rural, lots of farmers, just a little town here in Ohio. And I saw where the local news station had put where they're trying to vote in prayer back into the government meetings and the town meetings that they are having there. And then I started reading through some of the comments, and I'll be honest, I read like two. But one comment kind of really bothered me, like how it should absolutely not have religion in government, no religion in schools, blah, 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 which to me is stupid. Okay, so my belief is we have the Bible. People, and I've said this before, you can call him God, the source, universe, whatever. I've called him God for years. I still call him God. I mainly now call him the universe. I've called him the source, whatever you want to call him. Like, nobody says that you have to call the universe anything. You don't have to call him anything. So I ended up making a comment that just said, you know, everything's so negative nowadays. What's a prayer at the beginning of school going to hurt? Or the beginning of a sporting event? Or the beginning of a government meeting? You know, why are people so against praying in public places? Like, why should the church be the only place where you pray? So, you know, suicide is high. I mean, when I was in high school, I never knew anyone that committed suicide. Now I couldn't tell you how many funerals, for one, I've been to personally where someone that I knew committed suicide, and or this local area I live in. I mean, 10-year-olds committing suicide. So my comment, I tried not to make it too long, was why wouldn't we have a prayer to be grateful for what we have, to hope and pray and to ask that our students, our children, our fellow neighbor, our friends, our enemies, whatever, why would we not just have a prayer hoping that everything would be okay, that we could do this, you know, meeting where several people are going to disagree and we can at least have a mutual respect? And, you know, why not? We have fucking coaches and parents in stands fighting. Like, I just don't remember that stuff being so, you know, prominent when I was in my teen years. I mean, I know bad shit happens. I mean, it's happened for thousands of years. Bad stuff happens. But I was thinking about all these children whose parents are drug addicts, whose parents aren't religious, whose parents don't care. You know, what happens to that kid as they get older and they feel like they can't go to a parent, they can't go to a friend, they can't go to a teacher, they can't go anywhere for help? What in that most hopeless, helpless moment where they are sitting there with the pills in their hands, they are sitting there with whatever, why wouldn't we want them to feel like they're not alone and to talk to God? You know, I mean, you hear about people having religious experiences all the time when they, you know, aren't religious people. So why wouldn't, and it's not going to save everybody, and I know that. What happens, happens. But what if that child who's 15 years old, who's been bullied, whose mom just went to jail, and whose dad just died of a drug overdose, whose grandma don't want him because she's already raised her own kids, who's now in a foster home where they don't feel close to them, they don't know these people, why wouldn't we, or they're bad in school too, so they don't feel like any teachers give a shit, why would we not want that person, that child, to remember? I remember saying a prayer once where I was thankful that I was here, where I did have food to eat, where I believe that this God, this universe, that there is something somewhere out there that can hear me right now and that will help me. Why would we not want that instilled in every single little child everywhere? Person, adult. You know, you get adults. You know, people fuck up all the time. Why are our mistakes so unforgivable anymore? Why cannot, we're fucking human beings. For millions of years we've made mistakes. But why now? I just feel like anybody, I used to have a fucking hot flash. If I made a mistake and somebody caught me making a mistake, I used to be like, oh my God, I made a mistake. These people are going to think I'm a fucking idiot. Da, 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 da. Well, why? Why not? Why can't we have the people that, you know, realize that you made a mistake or call you out on a mistake you made and be like, you know, I understand, Danielle, you did not mean to do that. And it's okay. We can fix it. Why would you want somebody to be like, you fucking made a mistake. You're going to have to pay for this. You're going to have to do this. I mean, why are we blaming schools for a child? I mean, okay, so why is it always blame? And it's always somebody else's fault. Like, if my kid fucks up, and I hope and pray to God, the universe, that does not happen to an extreme to where there's might not be any going back. I don't know. I just hope that doesn't happen. Of course, we all do. But what if my child made a mistake? Or I made a mistake? And my intentions were good, and out of my heart, it was, you know, for the best that I thought. But now I got caught and I'm, you know, people are going to hate me, or my kids are going to never forgive me. Like, why can't we just own our mistakes? No wonder why we have all these fucking drug addicted liars. Nobody wants to believe them anyway, so why not just continue to lie and fucking cheat and steal and whatever else? I don't know. I'm just, again, blabbing like I always do. But, and I can tell I'm steadily gaining weight as these videos go on and on. I've been going through some shit, so, you know, my addiction's food, and it fucking sucks because I had lost 80 pounds and I've gained 30 back. So anyways, it's starting to make me sad, but that's okay because everything is going to be all right. But anyways, so my question would be, why are people so against having a prayer in school, in a meeting, at a sporting event, in the home? Why is the church the only place it's acceptable to have prayer? Why? Like, I don't see any. I understand where people will be like, well, I don't want people pushing their religion on my kids. You know, I don't believe in God, so why would they believe in God? Why can't they make their own decisions? You know, why can't they make their own decisions? Why can't we, you know, I mean, kids they try soccer, they try baseball, they try football. Why are we pressing them and let them try it? Let them make their own decisions, because this is what I think parents think sometimes, especially these dumb fucks, that these kids do grow up. You know, you might have your hand over them for several years, but the majority of their lives, you don't have any say in what they do, what they believe, how they act. You don't have any say in that. So why wouldn't you let them make their own decision? Offer a prayer. Tell them to be grateful. You know what? And don't do it into me. You should be grateful because you got this and that kid over there don't have that. You need to be more grateful. No, teach them to love in their heart. to be grateful. Yes, your children, your child might have more than that person over there, but don't put that person down over there. They might be absolutely grateful every single day to eat a fucking can of SpaghettiOs while your kid eats a steak dinner. The difference is the mentality. It's not what they have. So why wouldn't you not teach your kid to look down on somebody that don't have as much? That's another fucking huge problem. Like, yes, we're grateful. I busted my ass. I'm a single mom. I have 3 children, and I didn't get paid child support, and I had an injury. I was off on workers' comp. I hated so much having to depend on some hearing officer to decide my fate. I finally got to a point to where I could take it into my own hands, and I got a fucking job, and I worked 60 plus hours a week, and I bought a house for my kids, and my son's driven 3 brand new cars. My daughter's driving a car she wants. But so fucking what? It can be gone in a heartbeat, because I've been that person. I had nothing. I had 3 kids to take care of. We had a home that was in foreclosure because I couldn't pay the $1,300 a month house payment because I had kicked my ex-husband, who later died of a drug overdose. I kicked him out of the house. I had the children. He didn't work anymore. He quit his job driving a truck where he was making good money, and he went and sold Kirby sweepers. And I didn't see a fucking dime. I lived on $430 of cash assistance and $583 of food stamps. And I did that for 17 months. It was fucking hard. So I've been there. But I was so grateful that we had the roof over our head. I was so grateful for the food stamps that we had so I can keep food in my kid's belly. I was so grateful for the cash I had to keep the fucking electric on. Why can't people be grateful for that shit? Because I believed that somewhere, somehow, it was always going to get better. And I have taught my kids since they were little, you're going to have a bad day. You could have a bad week, a bad month. I had a bad fucking decade. And I'm still, right now, I've been going through some shit, and it's not the greatest. And this is 3 years going on now. This shit's going on. But I absolutely believe with all of my heart and soul that it's going to get better, and that the universe has something planned for me that's going to be out of this world. Something that I've wanted for many, many years. And I'm sure that if you are watching this video, you know what that is. I'm going to win the lottery and become a multimillionaire. So that's what I believe. Why not? People believe their fucking school can get shot up. What's the odds of that happening? Well, probably a lot higher than winning the lottery. But anyways, you see what my point is. But I got really upset about the whole, why wouldn't we have prayer? Why we've taken it out. Why can't we put it back in? You know, give somebody some hope somewhere. You know, I feel so bad for these kids that don't have nobody. I mean, my son, I have a wonderful family. I have an unbelievable family. Like, unbelievable. Trying to come right back. And my son has told me that he feels alone. My jock son, who played football, wrestled, ran track, has lots of friends, is smart, is in a sophomore year in college, has told me that he has felt alone. And my answer to that has always been to talk to God. Just have hope. Believe that it will get better no matter what. It always gets better. I don't feel like I can help him with the whole alone thing because he knows I'm there. I never missed a sporting event. I never missed anything for my kids. I have not dated for several years because I want my kids to know that I'm here. I don't want to take any time away whatsoever from my children because I know that I don't have control for the rest of their lives, and my baby is going to be 17 this year. So I don't, you know, as a parent, you only have a limited time with your children. Why would you not want to spend it all with them? Why would you spend your time with an abusive person who's not even their dad or their mom or whatever, that treats them like shit? Like, you only get one chance, people. Like, that's it. One chance. And if you fuck it up, you can, try to fix it. But, you have to believe in something. That's my whole point. You have to believe, whether you call him God, the universe, source, whatever. He's there. And I just think that there should be prayer everywhere. That'll be all.